Hi, hello. I have approximately 3 minutes to talk to you because I just gave Neo her dinner and she will be having zoomies after. It is Friday evening. I completely lost track of time last night because I managed to regain some fandom interests that I thought I didn't have anymore. I had fun, it was fine. I also watched an episode of Jujutsu Kaisen, singular episode. I liked it a lot. I watched it right before I went out to get dinner. And I just ate my dinner, so gonna either continue that or continue consuming the fan content I was consuming before that. Happy about that. I'm making the acorn earrings right now. Just a little base. I'm working on the little cap. I'm gonna have a little stem and then the earring piece. The actual thing that turns it into an earring instead of just a tiny plushie. Yeah. I wanted to mention that I was thinking about writing again. I consistently come back to wanting to write, and I never actually do for more than like a short story or 2 chapters of something bigger, because I am insecure about my writing. And the reason I was thinking about that again is because I read some really questionable books recently, where it's like, wow, that's published, like officially, and has a following of people that actually like it. And then suddenly I feel like I should be allowed to write because, you know, like it might not be good, but at least it's not the worst that is out there. I'm not saying that the things I read are the worst, they are not actually that bad. It's just like, oh, if stuff that is kind of weird and wacky and in a non-conventional style can exist, then my stuff can exist, you know? I'm not about shitting on people's writing skill. Like, everything is for someone. Some of it is just not for me, if that makes sense. Anyway, I hope I manage to get into that again at some point. And I'm also just happy to be consuming more media again. I have this weird thing where I struggle with watching stuff or reading stuff in general. Even if I really want to watch it. I have a lot of anime where I watch one season, I am absolutely obsessed with the characters, with the concept, with anything involved with it. And then season 2 comes out and I never watch it. And I don't know why. But every time I try and get myself to sit down and watch it, I just don't. It's like I have executive dysfunction in things that I enjoy doing. And that is annoying. So I'm happy that I finally started Jujutsu Kaisen. I hope I finish it. And I also really hope that one day I get back into like finishing Haikyuu and stuff like that. According to my anime list, I have seen like over 200 anime. But the majority of things I watch has only 12 episodes, is a movie, or has shorter episodes than the 20 minutes. Or it was a period of 24 to 48 hours where I had absolutely zero responsibilities and zero brain cells to do anything productive, where I binge the absolute fuck out of something. But I'm bad at that now. I used to be really good at that. One time I watched like 70 episodes of One Piece in one sitting. I haven't watched beyond that, by the way. At some point I watched 70 episodes of One Piece in one sitting, and like not one sitting as in I didn't do anything in between. I slept at some point and I ate at some point. But I didn't consume any other media, go anywhere outside of the house, or play a game or anything. It was just One Piece, eating, sleeping. And then interacting with my mum at some point. That was all. I haven't been able to do that in years. And it's kind of sad because I live in a house with a man who absolutely does that a lot. So theoretically we could be binge watching stuff like that together, but I am not able to do that anymore. I get distracted, or I feel like I should be doing something more productive. But since I learned I can crochet while reading, that means I can crochet while reading subtitles, and I can crochet while watching anime, hopefully. We'll see. We'll see if I finish Jujutsu Kaisen. I keep wanting to say JJK, which is, I think, a commonly known name for it. I don't think that is my friend group exclusively. I might give a little review if I remember that I talked about it at some point and if that is interesting. If I write anything, I will also talk about it because I have character concepts that have been living in my head since I was 12. And I'm obsessed with them. And I can't put them onto paper in a way that I can let other people be obsessed with them, but I want to. So maybe I will. I said it now and someone can come back to me on that, you know? Forcing myself. I can see that Neo is leaving the kitchen, so I'm gonna stop talking before she starts screaming. Bye-bye. Good morning, hello, it is Saturday. I have just finished making a little guy. He has earrings. I'm not giving him pants. I technically started him a while ago, but the way I did this today was I rolled one of my random dice and then I went like beep boop 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 along my yarn collection and I was like, okay, this color. And then luckily on time I remembered that I already started not one but 2 goblins in this color that time that I couldn't sleep and I went downstairs because my housemate had an exam in the morning. So I just finished one of those. I'll be doing this more regularly, the dice roll thing. I already have done it a few times, but usually I just text my friend group and say random color. But dice roll is more fun for content. And it's going to be even more fun when I get the dice from Anouk from the fucking art trade. I slept barely. I have like weird feral energy and that is bad. I need to be studying. I do not need the weird feral energy. But yeah, goblin done. I'm gonna finish the acorns because I didn't and then I'm gonna make a clodsire. Because Tinyclove finally uploaded that pattern. I was like refreshing their page all day yesterday because it was like clodsire pattern. I saw them post on Tumblr and I was like, I'm gonna upload this tomorrow. And then like the entirety of that day I was just like, creature. But now it's up. It was up when I was asleep last night. Or like in bed reading. So I'm gonna make that today. I'm also going to study for Middle English. I think I'm gonna do that in intervals because that's how I usually study. Like I study, then I do something else for a bit, and then I study. So I think I'm going to start by doing that. And then finish the acorn, go over it again, and then make the clodsire. And by that time I'll probably like be done using the big brain cells for today, and then tonight I'll read more about the book for my essay. I don't have to technically have read the entire book, but I want to, because it's actually kind of good. But the essay prompt is pick a scene that has this and this, and then explain some stuff with it. So I technically only need one scene of the book. And I want to reference other parts of the book too, but the prompt technically doesn't say you have to. So that should be good. I'm gonna use safety pins as earrings for some of the little goblins more often. I'll probably also just make some that do have pants and then also have earrings. Because safety pins are cheap. I have a lot of them in different sizes. It's fun. I am very tempted to just give one a nose piercing. You know, like just a swoop. Put one there. It looks silly, but that's fun. I'll just bring a little container of safety pins to the con and be like, oh right, do you want your goblin to have a piercing? Here, put it on. Pierce your boy. That's fun. I'm gonna get started now. Okay, yes. And also clean up because it is kind of chaotic down here. It's like, it's not dirty. It's never really dirty. It's just cluttered. like I grab all of the supplies that I need and then I don't put them away because like I'll be doing the same thing again the next day. But after a while I've done like 5 different things and then there's too many supplies out at once, so I gotta put away the supplies. Alright, bye. Hello, good morning. Is it still morning? I have no clue. It's Sunday. That I do know today. Yesterday I finished a second goblin, so now there's 2 of them. Little babies. I need to make so many of these. Ooh. Finished the earring set and I have like a partial clodsire. It's got a lot of color changes. It's a little bit exhausting. I also got some reading done for class, not for fandom, for class, also for fandom, but class. Yeah, I'm gonna finish clodsire today, and after that I have no clue. Might make a second one. I don't have like a physical exam until Wednesday in the afternoon. I did look over my stuff yesterday a few times and I will be doing that today, and until then I think it'll be fine. I don't know. It's fine. We'll see. My brain hurts. I've been counting and trying to carry yarn, but not through the entire thing, because if it goes through the entire thing, you can sometimes see it peeking through. So now I'm doing it once every 3 or 4 stitches, but then sometimes I just forget, and then there's like a strand of yarn through the middle of the clodsire, and I need to make sure that it's long enough that it doesn't mess with his shape, but short enough that it doesn't like make gaps in the stitches. Anyway, the pattern is great. It is by Tinyclove, who also did the lotad pattern. Love them. Good shit. Quality content. I am on episode 4 of Jujutsu Kaisen, and I can very much tell why my friends like the characters that they do. Like, that it lines up with what they usually like. I am vibing, even though I am usually a slice of life enjoyer. There's a lot of, like, death threats in this anime compared to how I usually enjoy mine. But that's also fun sometimes. So I'm gonna keep watching that today, probably also. And I have been introduced to the second opening of Marshall, like the wizard with no magic that just does the wizard things because he is strong as fuck. I haven't watched the first season of that yet. I wanted to, and then I got sidetracked. But the opening slaps. Like, they got creepy nuts for it. And they, like, I know that they make good music. Like, I have heard their music before. I'm impressed. I am amazed that I'm listening to anime openings for anime I haven't watched just because the music slaps. Yeah, I'm gonna continue working. That was my little information thing. Hello, clodsire is done. Next time I will definitely put safety eyes instead of the embroidery. Normally I think Pokemon eyes look better if they're embroidered because Pokemon eyes are usually oval and the safety eyes are round, but clodsire actually has round eyes, so I think that would be better. I prefer safety eyes in general, but this is also cute, and the mouth feels a little off, probably because he has like the little dent up, and I just gave him a big smile. But the picture I looked at while I was sewing everything together, he just has a big smile, so I don't know. He's fine. He's fine. My back hurts a lot, so I'm just gonna migrate to the couch and cease existing at a table. I'm going to... I'm not sure. In my head I was like, I'm gonna work on jelly, but then I was also like, but pain and tired and don't want to use brain cells. And if I am going to use brain cells, I would rather use brain cells to study right now. But I also want to get him done in like soon. I'll make a basic body shape, like just the long sitting shape. And then see what else I do. Yeah. I'm not gonna time-lapse that. I did move my ring light back downstairs to have like more consistent lighting in the evening. It was in my room, but my room is cold, so yeah. But every time I put it near the couch, which is what I used to do, Neo thinks it's a new toy, and I don't feel like dealing with that. So then we just don't do a time-lapse, and I'll just show you what I made tomorrow morning. Tomorrow's Monday. Yeah, that's fine. I'm also gonna be reading. I'm probably starting on that essay. It's not due until Friday, but I have like exams on Wednesday and Thursday. So then due on Friday would become due on Friday, and I don't want to do that. So we're doing it tonight, tomorrow, and then going over everything and handing it in on time. Probably still handing it on Friday because it's a midnight deadline, and I would like to use Friday to just do like some final checks and see if I have any additional brain cells to improve stuff. But I shouldn't be doing major writing by then. Anyway, little guy. He's probably going to Luna. She likes him. He matches with the earrings. Can I? There. Fashion icon. This is a little bit weird. Okay, bye. Hello, it is Monday. Yesterday I made 2 of these guys. The other one is already on my boyfriend's desk where he will live. The little lotad is the Tinyclove pattern. I made him before with the little magnet, but tinier. This is really fun to make. And I started a second clodsire. In the bigger yarn. This is what the inside looks like. And why I usually don't really like doing something with color changes that much. But it's fine. He's very cute. It's okay. Besides that, I got some academic stuff done yesterday, and that's what I will be doing for the majority of today as well. So I'm going to end the video here. And most likely not record anything until after my pragmatics exam on Thursday morning. So I can focus more. I'm already like decently prepared. I would just like to be more prepared, you know? Like, yeah. My back still hurts, which is rude. So I'm going to be finding a very comfy spot to study and take an ibuprofen. And yeah, that is it. That was the weekend, and I think like an additional day, I don't remember. Thank you for joining, and I will hopefully see you next week. Or at the end of the week, maybe, depends on what I plan to do. I'll figure that out while I'm trying to sleep. Bye.